This back to school time of year can tend to feel a little bit chaotic, a little bit stressful. I have 3 daughters and sometimes our house can feel that stress as the kids head back to school. But whether you have kids that are 6, 16, you have grandkids, you want to organize your home for yourself this upcoming season, I've come up with some really simple home organization hacks that I think you will enjoy. They're all very easy, budget friendly, simple to implement and keep. The back and front entryways in our home used to be an absolute disaster until I implemented a couple different strategies, and we've been using both of these systems for years and they've been relatively easy to maintain. First of all, in our back entry, I installed board and batten and then added rows of hooks. So we have a top row and a bottom row. Each child has their own hook for their backpack, their clothes, their outerwear. Even Sean and I have a hook here, and we have a shelf on top for hats and accessories. So every time a child comes in the door, I ask them to hang up their backpack so it doesn't end up on the floor. And this has really helped us keep our home neat, tidy, and organized. And then in our front entry, which is only a few steps away, I installed a couple of affordable IKEA stall shoe cabinets. You might remember this installation from 5 years ago. This is still going strong today. I painted them to match our trim in our home exactly, added some more board and batten detail to really make it match the vibe of our house. And each child has a couple of these shoe drawers to place their shoes inside so that we're not tripping over shoes and boots all school season long. I also placed a basket on top for keys, lip gloss, all that kind of stuff. And it doesn't have to look Pinterest perfect, right? As long as we have little spaces for everything and our family knows where each thing should go. Snacks are the heartbeat of after school life, and if you have kids or especially teenagers, you know this. So a few years ago, I organized our fridge and added these plastic bins. They're from Amazon. I'll link to them down in the description box below, as well as everything I'm mentioning in this video in case you want to organize your home in these ways as well. Labeled them with my Cricut machine. You could also just use a Sharpie or a wipeable felt pen. And now we know where the yogurt is, the snacks are, and the kids can easily grab and go when they need their morning breakfast, their snack. And we know exactly where to refill everything when it's time to get groceries and refill the fridge. Sometimes I get made fun of for having labels on clear bins, but honestly, this is more for everybody in our family, so we all exactly know where everything needs to go every time. It's obvious, the label's right there. 1 bathroom, 3 teenage girls. Sometimes that kind of feels like a sitcom upstairs. I recently made over our kids' bathroom. This was last year, and I love how it turned out. Lots of it was just really budget friendly. We did painting of the vanity. We did peel and stick wallpaper. But my favorite part is adding some organization systems, which I find especially helpful for school days. So we have dollar store bins that are bigger. We have all of their hair supplies, their makeup remover cloths in here. And then we have smaller clear containers that we can put in the shelves in the vanity for things like cotton balls, Q-tips, that kind of thing. And then I even used IKEA Beckham spice racks, painted them, hung them upside down, put them in the shower area of their bathroom, and that's a great place for their body care and their hair care. Everything is easily accessible in the bathroom and makes school mornings so much better because they can find everything, and again, they know how to restock and where to restock everything in their space. Now, there's no dedicated homework desk in our home right now. The girls honestly like to do their homework in random areas of the house, whether it's the dining room table, kitchen table, or here in the living room. So I came up with this rolling cart idea. It started as a craft cart and now it's morphing into this homework station. I really like this one because you can remove the top and use it as a desk on your lap if you're sitting on the couch. So in this rolling cart, again, found this one from Amazon, so it's very budget friendly. In the top, we have some markers, pens, paper, etc. And in the bottom shelves, we have some more markers. We have even a little bit of fun stuff like coloring books, and I also threw my knitting in the bottom here. So I can grab that if I want to do a little bit of crafting throughout the day. Now, I don't know about your house, but we love water bottles in our house. There's 5 of us and each of us has a couple different water bottles for different purposes. So the cupboard where we stored these in our kitchen island Used to be an absolute disaster. It was so hard to find water bottles. We'd open up the door, water bottles would come pouring out. I found this organizer which organizes the water bottles horizontally so it can fit all of our bottles inside this cabinet. It's really easy for everybody in the household to grab one, and it was really simple to put this one together. I have seen these sometimes at Dollar Tree, so if you're lucky you might be able to find these at Dollar Tree. These are Amazon. I'll link them down in that description box below. No one leaves the house anymore with a dead phone or a dead tablet because now we have this dedicated charging area. I used to have cords all over the place and that looks really messy. I don't like that look. So I found this charging station box, and I liked this one because it was fireproof. Other ones I've seen, I've loved the look, like the wicker ones, but I'm a little bit concerned about safety with those and cords. So this one was perfect. I can put a power bar right inside. I can add charging cords here. I can have my watch charging in here. I can have the cords sticking out of the sides to attach and charge laptops, phones, tablets, etc. It's all in this one place. The kids know to put all of their things here and charge it overnight. Everything's ready to go for the next day. No more kids bringing an uncharged Chromebook to school. I also like the design of this charging box. It's just nice and sleek and really matches my decor in this neutral tone. Now, the piles and piles of extra craft supplies and extra school supplies we had to keep on hand were swallowing me. So a few years ago, I took the little cabinet in our living room and organized it with all of that stuff so we don't have to see it in little piles everywhere around the house. All I did was I found some really pretty baskets at HomeSense. I also found some bins. They're one of my favorite bins from IKEA. Again, nice and affordable. I labeled everything with my Cricut, and now there's a home for school supplies, notebooks, stickers, pens, batteries, all that kind of stuff that you want easy access to, but you don't want to see it every single day. Now this tiny hook on the IKEA picture ledge in our entry makes such a huge difference. We use this every single day and I have been loving this ever since I installed it in January. It's just a swivel hook on the bottom of an IKEA picture ledge. Added another hook here as well for bags. On the top we have sunglasses. We even stashed lip gloss here, artwork, a faux plant. On the bottom, all the kids can hang their keys. My oldest is driving now, so she hangs her car keys there. They can hang their bus passes, their lanyards for school, anything that they need to grab and go every single morning. We're not losing keys. We know exactly where they are, and I love how sleek this looks and how it matches my decor too. Our family uses a shared Google Calendar because we found a physical calendar didn't really work for us. So we all have Google Calendar on our devices. We share our family calendar so everybody knows where we're going and when. Add all our appointments in there, our schedules, our events. And the best part is that I can display it here on our Amazon Echo right on our kitchen counter. So not only is this a fun little screen where we can watch Netflix or bring up recipes when I want to bake something, but it also shows our calendar. So there's really no excuse for anybody in our family to miss out on events or not know what's happening. It's all right here in the heart of our home in our kitchen. Now this one is for you if you're a mom of kids going back to school or if you're simply somebody that wants to create a cozy home office space. This year, I recently cozied up my own home office space. And this is a space that not only do I do my blogging, YouTube editing, but we also do family stuff like meal planning. I have all of our family's files in here. And I painted it this really nice, deep, rich green color. And then I also painted the desk in here this beigey sort of pink that I really enjoy and inspires me. Creating a little space just for you, it doesn't have to be this full home office like I have. It can be in a little nook between two wardrobes like we have in our vacation rental. It can be a little nook in your kitchen. It can be a spot in your dining room. Just that space where you can have notebook, pens, a space where you can write down your meal plan for the week, where you can work on your scheduling. Just a space where you can brain dump, take a little rest, and get organized for the week. I also have in my office this upcycled pin board. I just painted an old cork board, and I have fabric samples, design ideas, things that maybe I'm working on for design and styling clients, or maybe just things I'm thinking about as I redecorate our home. As a parent, you are managing a lot, so it's really nice to give yourself this space to call your own, to get organized, and to regroup. So let me know which of these ideas you like the best that our family uses for back to school organization down in those comments below. If you liked these ideas, you're gonna love these ones right here. I'm gonna leave this video for you to watch next, where I take only Dollar Tree items, completely organize our home, including more of my kids' bathroom, jewelry organization, kitchen organization. Tap this video right here to watch that next.